In this session, you are going to learn about how to log in NetSuite, and you will learn about various menus, and you will learn what is mean by dashboard and what is mean by portlet, such as reminders, KPI meters, and so on. Firstly, open any browser and type netsuite.com to go into NetSuite website. Now click on login, then enter username and password to log in into our NetSuite account. When we logged into our NetSuite, what we see first is home page. That home page is called as dashboard. It has various important data for our quick analysis. It can be customized as per company needs. You can see various menus for navigating various records and for customizing various stuffs. It differs according to the role in which we logged in. For example, if a sales manager logged in with his role, then he can see only sales related data. Let's come back to the word dashboard. All of us know about the dashboard in car. In car, we have dashboard in which we can monitor some crucial stuffs such as fuel level, oil level, temperature, speed, and so on. Similarly, in NetSuite, we can view some crucial data in the home page. That's why this home page is called as dashboard in NetSuite. Okay, let's come to portlets. What is portlet in NetSuite? It is the building block of dashboard. Here you can see this dashboard is divided into various parts, and these each part is called as portlet. For example, you can see the reminder, which is a portlet, and KPI meter is another one portlet, and you can see the open invoices here. Like this, we can have various portlets. We can customize these portlets according to our business needs. We can customize these portlets by clicking on the personalize on the top right corner. Let's come to reminder. Reminder refers to pending task. Here, open invoice refers to pending invoices we need to post. And this purchase order to build refers to pending purchase orders needs to be billed. Similarly, order to receive, order to ship, order to pick, and so on refers to pending task which consistently remains as. We can customize this reminder as per our company needs. Then KPI meter. KPI meter, as the name implies, is an indicator refers to some crucial business performance such as bank balance, sales, expense, and so on. Here, this KPI meter shows the current bank balance. And in this portlet, you can see the details of open invoices. Here, you can see some default KPI meters. Here, you can see the bank balance that compares today versus same day last month balance. Similarly, we can have comparison for other KPI meters such as COGS, expenses, and so on. This portlet shows the sales relevant data such as sales today, sales this week, sales this month, sales last month, and so on. And in this calendar portlet, you can add event or tasks. This portlet subsidiary navigator, you can see all subsidiaries along with its structure. If you want to go into a particular subsidiary, then click on its name. On the top, you can see various menus for quick and easier navigations. Here, I'm going to explain only the frequently used concepts. You can use this activities menu to add event, task, phone calls, calendar, and so on. And you can use this payments menu for payments and bank related steps. And this transaction menus is used for easier navigation to various crucial transactions such as purchases, order management, inventory management, and so on. This list menu is used for easier navigation to various master records such as vendors, employees, customers, leads, prospects, and so on. And this reports menu is used for quicker navigation to various reports such as balance sheet, income statement, and purchase related or sales related or item related reports. And this documents menu is mainly used for uploading some folders into the cloud. And this setup menu is used for mainly creating companies and customizing it. Apart from it, we can use this setup menu for importing and exporting CSV files and many more stuffs. And this customization menu is mainly used for customizing forms. Apart from that, it is used for navigating to scripting environment and also for creating workflows. Then search bar. It is the easiest navigation in NetSuite. Here I can go into any record just by typing its name. For example, if you want to go into a customer record, just type in CUST colon and then customer name. Here in this example, I want to go to customer record named ABC. For that, just I type CUST colon and ABC. Then I easily navigate to that customer record. In NetSuite, the first and foremost thing is company creation. Here in this lecture, we are going to see how to create the company in a practical manner. Before diving into this course, it is better to start with an example. If you want to learn NetSuite, it can be best internalized through a story of a person starting a new business. Muhammad is a young and dynamic individual who always wanted to start his own business. Having a post-graduation in chemistry, he reached the idea of general trading, but Muhammad is not compatible with accounting matters because he has a chemistry background and not an accounting background. Muhammad is like a non-finance professional. He chose NetSuite instead of selecting any basic accounting software. The reason for doing so is the NetSuite is a complete software solution for our business needs. It has accounting features, ERP, CRM, and much more. Here, Muhammad infuses capital, that is, investment. Then, Allied Brothers uses the money to purchase items, to buy track, and to pay employees and manage the administration costs. And then sales, that is, selling the items to the individual customers or to retail shops. And then it receives money from the customers, clients, and meet profit or loss. For a business like above, there will be thousands and thousands of transactions each year. It will be difficult for Muhammad to put all these transactions together in a structured format. In such cases, accounting software is very beneficial as they help generate invoice, perform accounting entries, prepare checks, and update the financial statements without any additional work. Putting daily all of these entries into accounting software will result in quick and easy access to desired information. As a result, it will be helpful for the strategic business decision making process. In NetSuite, there are two types of company creations because NetSuite provides two types of user accounts. One is NetSuite single entity and another is NetSuite One World. If you have only one company,
then we can choose NetSuite single entity. And if we have multiple companies, then we can go for NetSuite one world. In NetSuite single entity, we can set up only one company, but in NetSuite one world, we can set up multiple companies. In next session, we will discuss more about it in detail. Before going to create a company in NetSuite, we need to get the following information. First one is company name. There are two types of company name in NetSuite. One is mere company name. It is used for our own reference, and the another one is legal name. To start the business in UAE, you must get the trade license in your company. The company name mentioned on the trade license will be your legal name. We will discuss more in detail about the company names in upcoming session. Then you need to get the TRNR VAT registration number for your company, and then the physical office address. You must have the physical office locations. That is, you can have the main office in the heart of the city and warehouse somewhere else in industrial area. And then the company's telephone number and fax number, and then email and website address for the company. Here you can see the legal name and company name as Allied Brothers. As I told before, legal name is the name given by the government, and the company name is the name given by us for our own reference. In most cases, the both name will be same. And then country. Here the country is United Arab Emirates. And currency. Here the currency is AED. Here the company's base currency is AED because AED is the currency of United Arab Emirates. If you start the business in USA, then your company's base currency will be US dollars. Then first fiscal month, that is the first month of accounting period. Here in UAE it is January, while it is in India it is April 1st. It varies from country to country. And then TRNR VAT registration number, and then return email address. NetSuite will use this email address for communication, and it is used to send out email from NetSuite account without the use of user's email account. And then the address, that is the physical address of the company. In this session, you are going to learn how to create company in NetSuite single entity. Upon completion of this course, you will be able to create a single company in NetSuite, and then you will learn how to set up currency in NetSuite, and you will learn how to set up financial year in NetSuite, and you will learn how to set up company's multiple address such as billing address, shipping address, and return address. Then you will learn how to add company logo and about company account ID, and you will understand the difference between the NetSuite single entity and NetSuite one world. Here Mohammed started his company with the name Allied Brothers in UAE. Before going to create a company in NetSuite, we need to get the following information. First one is company name. There are two types of company name in NetSuite. One is mere company name. It is used for our own reference, and the another one is legal name. To start the business in UAE, you must get the trade license in your company. The company name mentioned on the trade license will be your legal name. We will discuss more in detail about the company names in upcoming session. Then you need to get the TRNR VAT registration number for your company, and then the physical office address. You must have the physical office locations. That is, you can have the main office in the heart of the city and warehouse somewhere else in industrial area. And then the company's telephone number and fax number, and then email and website address for the company. Here you can see the legal name and company name as Allied Brothers. As I told before, legal name is the name given by the government and the company name is the name given by us for our own reference. In most cases, the both name will be same. And then country. Here the country is United Arab Emirates. And currency. Here the currency is AED. Here the company's base currency is AED because AED is the currency of United Arab Emirates. If you start the business in USA, then your company's base currency will be US dollars. Then first fiscal month, that is the first month of accounting period. Here in UAE it is January, while it is in India it is April 1st. It varies from country to country. And then TRNR, VAT registration number, and then return email address. NetSuite will use this email address for communication, and it is used to send out email from NetSuite account without the use of user's email account. And then the address, that is the physical address of the company. In previous lecture we have discussed about the two types of NetSuite, that is NetSuite single entity and NetSuite one world. The difference between these two types is, in NetSuite single entity you can set up only one company, whereas in NetSuite one world you can configure more than one company. In this example, Mohammed started business in UAE with the name of Allied Brothers. He chose the NetSuite single entity instead of NetSuite one world because he has only one company. If he decides to extend his business to Saudi Arabia or any other country, then he should upgrade his NetSuite single entity to NetSuite one world. You can upgrade your NetSuite single entity account to NetSuite one world at any time, but once you upgraded to NetSuite one world, you cannot go back to the NetSuite single entity. If your company is already existed in more than one country, then you can go for the NetSuite one world in the beginning itself.
Now we are going to create a single company in NetSuite single entity. For that, go to setup, company, and then click on company information. Now we need to enter company name. Here you can see two names. First name is the name given by us for our own reference, while the second name is the legal name given by government after registering our company. Okay, fine. Then select logos for our company. Here there are two types of logos. One is logo for forms and another one is logo for pages. The logo for forms is used to show logos in all printed and email transactions such as purchase order, sales order, packing slip, invoice, and so on. While the logo for pages is used to display logos within the NetSuite account browser pages next to NetSuite logo. And we need to enable this display logo internally checkbox in order to show our logo next to NetSuite logo in upper left of the page. We will see this practically in demo section. Here I use same logos for forms and pages, and then enter company website. Now select country. Here I select United States. Okay, then select state or province, and then enter return email address. It is used by the NetSuite for communications, and it is used to send out emails from NetSuite account without the use of user's email account. Then enter fax number if you have. Then currency. Choose a base currency for our company. The company we selected is USA, so its base currency is US dollar. We cannot edit currency once it is saved. Then, if we have employee identification number or SSN or TIN, then enter here. And we are not going to use this and we are not going to purge account. So now leave this. Only the fields with stars are mandatory. Then select first fiscal month. In USA, first fiscal month is January and its end month is December. In India, first fiscal month starts on April 1st and ends on March 31st. If your company is located in India, for instance, then the first fiscal month is April. Then select time zone where your company is located and account ID. This is the NetSuite account ID for your company and you cannot edit this. NetSuite uses this account for generating invoice and when you call customer care for support. Then this data center refers to where your account resides. Then addresses. Here you can see three different types of addresses. The first address appears on all forms except checks. Then the shipping address refers to the address for receiving shipments and this return address refers to the address for receiving returned goods. Okay, fine.
Now we are going to see how to add address. Click on the edit button in the address field. A new page will be opened. Select the country name, enter the attention person name, enter the addressee, phone number, address 1, address 2, city name, state and zip number. The information entered on the left side, that is address component fields, will appear under the address field. Then you can see the override checkbox. Click on this in order to enable it and to add more information other than the text entered in the address component fields. For example, if you want to add the landmark, here there is no option for entering that. In those kind of situation, we can enable this override box and enter the additional information. The procedure is same for shipping and return addresses as well. Then company URLs tab. The following URLs are provided by the NetSuite to us. Customer Center login. This is the URL for your NetSuite provided Customer Center login page. Our customers will use the above link to see their transactions. Then NetSuite UI. This field displays the URL for NetSuite. This is our URL for NetSuite. And then system notes. NetSuite uses system notes to track any changes made to a record. A system note for a change on a record captures the date and time when the change was made, who made the change, the interface from which the change was initiated, the type of the change, the field that was changed, and the old and new value in the record. System notes cannot be edited by any system user, script or app. And finally, click the save button. Now we have successfully created a company.
Okay, now go to demo section. Go to setup, company and then click on company information. In this page, you have to enter various information to create a company. In explanation section, I have explained about all things. So in this demo section, just I'm going to show you the steps practically. Now enter company name. legal name, then enter company logo for forms and company logo for pages, and enable this display logo internally. Here you can see the generation N in red color, that is the logo for pages, that is shown next to the NetSuite logo. If we disable this display logo internally button, then you cannot see this logo. And then enter website, then select country, state or province, and then enter return email address. Then enter fax if you have. Here the currency is USD because we selected the country United States. And skip this employee identification number, SSN or TIN or about purge account because we are not going to use this right now. And then select the first fiscal month and select the time zone. Then enter addresses. I have already explained about 3 different types of addresses in the explanation section. Okay, now click on edit. Then a page will be opened like this. Here you need to enter the record information. Then select country name. Then enter the addressee, that is the name of the person. Then enter address such as door number and street name. And select state and enter zip. And I already explained about the use of this override checkbox. If you want to know this, kindly refer to explanation section. And finally click on OK button. And repeat the same procedure for entering return address and shipping address. Then company URLs tab and system notes tab, that I already explained in the explanation section. Okay, fine. Now click on save button. We have successfully created a company now in NetSuite single entity. Then unit of measure, shortly UOM. In a business, we can purchase items in one unit and sell them in various units. For example, we can purchase chocolate as cartons and sell them in pieces or as whole cartons. Here, carton is on unit, similarly, piece is on another unit. Here, we create 2 units. One is PCS, that is piece. That means we can sell chocolates in the form of one piece. So enter 1 in conversion rate. And we create another 1 unit named 50 pieces, that is 1 carton. 1 carton has 50 pieces of chocolates, so enter 50 in conversion rate. While creating multiple units, we must set 1 unit as base unit. It is mandatory. Here the smallest unit is pieces, that is PCS, so we set it as base unit. Then I create another 1 unit named 50 PCS, that is 1 carton. Here 1 carton contains 50 pieces and I enter 50 under the conversion rate. Here instead of 50 PCS I can enter another name carton. We can give any name for our reference, and here this 50 refers to the number of units is multiplied by the base unit, that is 50 into 1 here, which gives us 50. Here I give same names for plural name, abbreviation and plural abbreviation for the sake of simplicity. Then I enter PCS for type name because here we mostly sell this item in the form of single piece, so this is the preferred sale unit, so I enter this preferred cell unit name here. We can enter even any name in this field for our reference. Let's see another one example. Here we purchase 7 bottles in the form of carton. One carton contains 10 pieces and we stock them in carton, but we sell them in either carton or as a single piece, that is single bottle. And I create two units. One is PC and another one is 10 pieces per carton. The rest of the stuff is as similar as in the previous example. The only difference is in previous example one carton contains 50 pieces, but here one carton contains 10 pieces. Here I give the type name as 10 pieces per carton because it is the most preferable sales unit. But in the previous example I gave the type name as pieces because in that case pieces is the most preferable sales unit. We can give any name for our reference. While creating the item record, we must specify the different unit types such as primary unit types, primary stock, purchase and sales unit in that record. Here you can see those details. In this item record named 7app, you can see the quantity on hand is 28 and quantity on hand base unit is 280. The 28 shows the number of cartons and the 280 shows the number of pieces. I already told you that each carton contains 10 7-Up bottles, so it shows 280 under the quantity on hand base unit. Well, let's come to the steps for creating this unit of measure. Go to lists, accounting, then units of measure and then click on new. Now a page will be opened like this. Enter the type name and then enter the unit name and its conversion rate and set the pieces unit as base unit and then enter the another unit 50 pieces which is 1 carton and enter the 50 under the conversion rate. I explained already about these things in detail, so I skip them now. And here I give the name PCS under the type name because the PCS, that is single piece, is the most preferable sales unit, so I give this name here. We can give any name for our reference. Okay, finally click on the save button. Now this unit is successfully created. Next, move to the demo part of this lecture. Go to lists, accounting, then unit of measure and then click on this new. Then a page will be opened like this. Here we need to enter the type name. I already explained all stuff such as type name, plural name, abbreviation, plural abbreviation, conversion rate and base unit in the explanation section. If you want to know about this, kindly go to that section. Here just I show the steps in this demo how to create and save units. Here I create two units. First one is pieces, that is PCS, which is used for selling chocolate as a single piece. And the second unit is 50 pieces, which is used for selling chocolates in the form of cartons. Each carton contains 50 pieces. Then I set the first unit PCS as base unit. It is mandatory we must assign one unit as base unit if we create multiple units. Here the pieces is the smallest unit, so I set this unit as base unit. Then I enter the conversion rate 1 for first unit and 50 for second unit. Finally, let's click on save button. Now we have successfully created. Here I give PCS for this type name because in this scenario the most preferable sales unit is pieces and not carton. We can give any name for our reference. If you can't understand clearly, then no problem. In the upcoming lessons you can understand its usages practically. Then open units of measure list And if we want to make any changes, then we can click on edit to make changes as shown here. Then inventory items and unit of measure. Inventory or stock refers to the goods and materials that a business holds for the ultimate goal of resale. Inventory items refers to the items held by a business for selling in the market to earn a profit. And unit of measure. It is a unit in which we sell a particular product. For example, we can buy 1 carton of chocolate and we can sell it in either as a whole 1 carton or as a single piece of chocolate. This is what called as unit of measure. We will discuss more about it in the upcoming session of this lecture. Upon completion of this course, you will be able to create an inventory item and to understand the inventory, lot numbered and serialized items and difference among them, and to create item class, and to understand the unit of measure, that is stock unit, purchase unit and sales unit, and to create inventory items, lot numbered items and serialized items, and to understand batch details, and to understand the production and expiry date, and product category, that is classes. In NetSuite there are 4 different types of category. They are department, class, location and subsidiary. And this class is used to differentiate the type of products. For example, here in Allied Brothers we deal with different types of items such as food items, stationery items and electronic items. These are called as classes. The purpose of this class is to make the report at the end. For example, we can know which items gives us more profit. For example, if food items gives us more profit, then we can buy more food items in order to make more profit. This sort of decision can be taken with the help of these classes and subclasses. We can also create subclasses for the parent class. Here you can see we are having the classes such as food items, stationery and electronics. And under the food item class we can create the further subclasses. We can create n number of subclasses. Here we can create the subclass like chocolates, soft drinks and so on under the food item class. Likewise, under the stationery class we can create a subclass like notebook, pen and pencil and so on. Likewise, under electronics we can create the subclasses such as smartwatch, smartphone, smart TV and so on. This kind of subclass and parent class hierarchy is very much useful while we are taking the reports, so that we can ascertain which item is giving more profit so that we can make the correct decision. Food items. Here, Allied Brothers buy the products and sell them to the wholesaler as well as to the retailer. Here, Allied Brothers sell the products in box or carton but not in pieces. Let's see its unit of measure. As I told before, the Allied Brothers sell the products to both wholesaler and also the retailer. Let's come to the wholesaler. Here, the wholesaler purchased the product from Allied Brothers in the form of box. Here you can see the purchase unit is in the form of box and the stock unit is in the form of box. That is, they buy the box and store it in the form of box, as well as they sell it in the form of box. That is what shown here. But come to the retailer. Here the retailer purchased the product from Allied Brothers in the form of box, and it stock the product in the form of box, but it sell the product either in the form of pieces or as a whole carton. This is what shown here. Here you can see the unit of measure for wholesaler. We have already seen in the previous slide about how the wholesaler buy the product from Allied Brothers and how they stock and how they sell. Here you can see how to create the unit of measure in NetSuite. To create a new unit of measure, go to list, accounting, then unit of measure, and then click on new. And enter the name, its plural name, abbreviation, and conversion rate, and set base unit. Here we give the name each for name, and plural name is also here each, and abbreviation is EA, and plural abbreviation is also EA. For the sake of simplicity, we are giving like this, and the conversion rate is here 1 because the wholesaler buy the products as a carton from Allied Brothers and stock it and sell it. We will discuss more about the conversion rate in the next slide to understand the concept better. Here you can see the unit of measure from the retailer point of view. Here you can see the purchase unit is box and stock unit is also box. Each box has 36 pieces, but the sales unit is either piece or box. The minimum piece here retail can sell is 1 piece, and here you can see 2 unit of measure, that is 1 PC and another is 36 PCS, and we are giving the same name for the sake of simplicity here. And here you have to note the conversion rate for the first one is 1 and for the second one is 36, because for the first one, I mean the piece, 1 piece, we will sell the minimum quantity as 1 piece. That's why here the base unit is set to S. And in the second line you can see the conversion rate is 36, because if we sell the 36 piece, then it will be considered as 1 carton by the NetSuite. This is what called as the conversion rate. And batch details. A batch or lot number is a unique identifier that is used to distinguish a specific group of products. Here you can see the product batch details. It contains production date and expiry date. Production date is the date when the product was manufactured, and the expiry date tells the consumer about the last day a product is safe to consume. And the best before date, on the other hand, tells you that the food is no longer in its perfect shape from that date. These batch details are used to track the products after the distribution. If there is any defect, we can get it back with the help of these batch details from the customer. And item templates. To create any food items in NetSuite, you must select the lot numbered item type. You can enter the batch number, expiry date in lot number item type. Nowadays, the batch number and lot numbers are used interchangeably, even though they have some slight difference. And then you can see the item type, its code, description, purchase unit, stock unit, sales unit, class, vendor name, and its price. And stationery items. Here, Allied Brothers added another product line called stationery. Allied Brothers buy the notebooks and sell the notebooks to the wholesaler and retailer. Here, Allied Brothers sell the products in carton and not in pieces. Here you can see the unit of measure in wholesaler. Here the purchase unit, stock unit, and sales unit all are same. Here you can see the unit of measure, its name, plural name, abbreviation, conversion rate, and we set the base unit as yes because this is the base unit the wholesaler can sell. Let's see how to create stationery items in NetSuite. To create a stationery item in NetSuite, you can select the inventory item type. You cannot enter either batch number or expiry date in inventory item type because for notebook there is no expiry date. In case if you want to enter the batch details for notebook, then you must select the lot numbered items. Here you can see the inventory details of this product notebook. Here the item type is inventory items and it shows the item code, description, purchase unit, stock unit, sales unit, class, vendor and its price. Electronics items. Allied Brothers ordered a new product line called electronics. Here Allied Brothers buy the smartwatch and smartphones and sell them to the wholesaler and retailer. Allied Brothers sell the products in carton and not in pieces. The electronic items comes under the serialized item. A serialized item is a physical occurrence of a standard item that is given a unique lifetime serial number. This enables use to track the individual item throughout its lifetime through the design, production, testing, distribution, and maintenance phases. Here you can see the unit of measure for serialized items for both wholesaler and retailer. Here, even though the Allied brothers in this example sell the electronic goods in the form of cotton, the wholesaler and retailer need to enter the serialized number for each and every product. That is the reason here you can see the purchase unit, stock unit, and sales unit all as the same unit of measure. Here you can see the serialized items under the inventory item. Here you can see the list of inventory, lot numbered, and serialized items. For example, disposables and stationery comes under the inventory items, and food items, medicine, chemicals, soaps, shampoo, washing powder, beauty products comes under the lot numbered inventory items, and electronic items, machinery, electrical items comes under the serialized inventory items. Now we are going to create one inventory item, that is notebook. For that, go to list, accounting, items, and then click on new. And after that, click on this inventory item link. Then the page will look like this. Here you need to enter the item name and then enter the display name and select the department and class. We have already discussed in detail about this department and class under classification section. If you have any doubts, kindly go to that section and enter the unit types. Here select each and select the primary stock unit, primary purchase unit, and primary sale unit as each. This also we have discussed in detail in previous sections. Now go to sales pricing tab and enter the sales description, and then go to the AED tab and enter the base price in AED as shown here. If you want to add price in other currencies such as US dollar, Australian dollar, British pound, Canadian dollar, and euro, you can do it here. And then go to purchasing inventory tab and select the costing method. Here select the average costing method. We have already discussed about this costing method and its types in KitKat section. If you have any doubts, kindly go to that section to know more about costing method and its types. Now come to vendors tab and select the vendor. Here we select Hilal store and are the purchase price in AED for this item. Here the purchase price is 10 AED. Now go to accounting tab and select the COGS account, asset account, income account. These we already discussed in details under the KitKat section. If you have any doubts, kindly refer to that section. And don't forget to select taxable under tax schedule in tax tariff tab. Once we entered all the details, then click on the save button to save this item. After saving this notebook inventory item, you can view the all detail of this item simply clicking this item name. Here you can go to the sales pricing tab and see its sales description and its sales price. Here you can see under AED it is set as 20. And then go to purchasing inventory tab. Here you can see the all details such as costing method, vendor name and purchase price. Here you can see the purchase price as 10 AED. And go to accounting tab. Here you can see the selected accounts for different accounts such as COGS account, asset account, income account and gain loss account. And go to system information tab. Here you can view the name of the person who created this item and what are the values set by this person, and you can also view the pricing of this particular item by clicking on this view button. It will show the base price and discounted prices as well for corporate rider and non-profit customer. And if you want to know the details about the vendor, then go to purchasing inventory tab and click on the vendor name. Then it will show the name of the items that this vendor dealing with us and its associated vendor price. Here you can see the Dairy Milk, KitKat, London Dairy and Notebook and its associated vendor price. Now we are going to create inventory items. Let's see these steps. Go to the list, accounting, items and then click on new. Now choose inventory item and click on it. Items that don't have expiry date or lot number comes under this inventory item. For example, stationery items, disposable items and the like. Here you cannot see the inventory detail tab. Inventory detail tab is available only for lot numbered and serialized items. Now let's enter the item name and choose subsidiary and then enter the item code and then choose department and class. Now choose the unit types. It is as same as we have done in previous items because here also we buy as single piece, store as single piece and sell as single piece. And then enter the sales description and then enter the sales price for this item in AED as shown here. And then go to purchasing inventory tab and choose costing method. Here we have different costing method for inventory items such as average, FIFO that is first in first out and LIFO that is last in first out. Let's choose the average costing method and then enable the auto calculate for preferred stock level, reorder point and purchase lead time and then choose vendor and enter the code if we have and then click on the purchase price. Then a window will be open like this. Now choose currency and enter the price. Then click on OK. And then we can add another vendors and their prices in similar way as we discussed now. Now go to accounting tab and choose all accounts. Here they are same for inventory, lot number and serialized items. Here select 5010 cost of goods sold, cost of sales for COGS account. And then select 1210 inventory in stock for asset account. And then go to the tax tariff tab and select taxable for the schedule. Now click on the save button to save this item. Now we have successfully saved this item. Now we can go to each and every tab and verify whether all details are correct or not. We can go to vendor and verify the purchase price. Here there is no detail in related record because there is no purchase or sales transaction for this item yet. Now go to the system information. It shows who created and what are the old and new values. Let's click on view link for pricing and see the old and newly changed prices, and if we want we can export it to Excel. Now go to purchasing inventory tab and click on vendor to check whether this item is ordered or not. Now go to financial tab and click on items. Here we can see that this item is ordered. Here we didn't enter purchase description, so this field is empty. Now click on edit button and go to purchasing inventory tab and enter the purchase description and again click on save button to confirm this change. Now again go to purchasing inventory tab and you can see the purchase description that we entered just now. Now go to system information. It shows the purchase description is empty in old value and it has now new value with the text school notebook. Now again go to the vendor and under financial tab and under the items you can see the purchase description is ordered now.
Then procure to pay. The word procure refers to buying items from suppliers. Here in NetSuite we call suppliers as vendors. The procure to pay process refers to buying items from vendor and paying money to the vendor. The above said process involves the following steps. They are determination of requirements, source determination, vendor selection, purchase order processing, item receipt, invoice and payment. Next we will discuss about them in detail. Then determination of requirements. It refers to what items do we need to buy from vendors and in how much quantity. For example, if we are trading chocolates, then we must decide what brand chocolates do we need to buy and in how much quantity. And if we are a manufacturing company, then we must decide what are the raw materials needed to be bought and in how much quantity. Purchase requisition is created before creating the purchase order. Next step is purchase requisition is sent to the purchase manager for approval. After submitting for approval, it will have two status, that is either approval or rejection. Next is source determination. Once we decided what we are going to buy and in how much quantity, the next step is to go through the list of vendors in purchase info record to select the most suitable vendor. Then vendor selection process. Here we compare the capabilities and pricing of each and every vendors in the list and select the appropriate one. Once the above said process are completed, the next one is creating purchase order and sending it to the vendor. Purchase order is created by a business entity with a supplier for the delivery of certain goods at a given price and time. It includes the items, quantities, date of receipt, and so on. Also, it contains the payment terms, shipping times, order date, shipping locations, supplier name, currency exchange rate, supplier specific price, and supplier's VAT number. Once the items from the vendors are reached to our warehouse, an item receipt records the receipt of items into our warehouse and links to the appropriate purchase order. The quantity adds to the stock ledger and warehouse. Item receipts are generally created when a shipment of items ordered from a vendor arrives to us. Here there is a three-way matching. We need to match the purchase order against the goods received and the vendor invoice. That is, we need to check the received items to ensure what we ordered is arrived correctly or not. For example, if we ordered 100 quantity, then we must check we received exactly 100 quantities or more or less. If there is any discrepancy, then we need to act accordingly. The invoice or vendor bill transaction records payables as they arrive from vendors, allowing you to pay bills from the payables list as they are due and providing an accurate picture of payables at all points of the billing cycle. Vendor bills are records which you can use to track payables as they arrive from vendors. Once you receive the items from the vendor and the vendor sends you a bill or invoice, then payment. It is the final step in procure to pay cycle. It is essentially the act of paying external suppliers or vendors to purchase goods, services, or both. Once you have entered the vendor bills, you can pay them when they are due. That is, we have to pay the vendors as per the payment term. Here you can see the procure to pay cycle in a chart. The first one is purchase request, then purchase order, and then item receipt, and then invoice, and then vendor payable and payment. On the right side you can see the accounting impact of this cycle. It is called as GL impact, general ledger impact in NetSuite. We will discuss more about the GL impact in upcoming session. Here you can see the first step is purchase requisition. It refers to what we are going to buy and how much quantity and from which vendor. Once it is decided, then next we need to create the purchase order. Once the purchase order is created, and it will be sent to the vendors, then the vendor sends the items to us. We need to receive the items and record the same, and then the vendor also sends the invoice to us, and finally we need to pay the vendor. This is what depicted in this chart.
Let's see the full process flow of order to cash cycle. Let's come to the first process, inquiry. A customer, who may be either an individual person or a company, that requests for a quotation. That quotation contains the full information about the product. Then let's come to the very important topic, that is lead, prospect, and customer. Lead and prospect are the potential customers. That is, they are not customers right now for our business, but they may become a customer if they are satisfied with our product. Lead or prospect became customer once they buy our product. Let us consider one example. Imagine a person named X comes to our business unit to know more about our product. At this stage, this person is called as lead. If this person shows further interest on our product, then we will give him an estimation. At this stage, he became prospect. When he buy our product, he became a customer. The difference between lead and prospect is lead is lesser potential customer and the prospect is higher potential customer. In NetSuite, we can create lead record and convert that lead to prospect by sending quotation, that is estimation. Once the order is confirmed from that lead, then that lead became a customer. The above said concepts are important to sales team to efficiently use the existing resources to increase sales. Once that person approach our business to buy products directly, then we can directly create customer record. In that case, we need not to go lead or prospect stuff. I will explain how to create customer record in the upcoming session. Then estimate or quotation. Already I told you, when a person come for enquiry, we need to give estimation. Estimation is also called as quotation. A quotation is a legal document that contains all information about our product. In NetSuite, if we want to send a quotation to that person, then we must create a lead first. We have to create the lead record and then we can give him the quotation. Then sales order. As I told before, when a order is confirmed by the customer, then we need to create the sales order. Sales order is a legal document generated by the seller and it has all information about the product, its quantity, price, payment time, and shipping time. Then item fulfillment. The term item fulfillment refers to picking, packing, and sending the items to the customer. Then invoice. It is the document given to the customer for collecting the payment. Then payment. This is the final stage in order to case process cycle. Here the seller get payment from the buyer. Then the last three process of this order to cash cycle affects these three accounts. I will explain about this in upcoming session. Then order to cash. It is another one important cycle in a business. All business involves two important cycle. One is procure to pay, which I already covered, and another one is order to cash. In a business, we buy items from wholesaler or manufacturer and sell those items back to the customers. Here, the first part, that is buying items from the wholesaler or manufacturer, involves lot of steps. That's what called as procure to pay cycle that I covered already. Next, the second cycle, that is selling items back to the customers, involves lot of steps. This is what called as order to cash cycle. The followings are the process that takes place in order to cash cycle. They are creating customer, then sales order, then item fulfillment, then posting invoice, and the last one is payment. I will explain all these things in this lecture. Welcome to my course. This is a 100% practical course for NetSuite's complete reference. I have structured this course in three modules. First one is explanation part, in which I explain concepts. And in the second part, I explain the accounting impact of several important processes so that you can learn NetSuite and accounting together. And the third part is demo part. As the name implies, it shows you practical demo. Okay, fine. Let's understand what is Oracle NetSuite. Oracle NetSuite is commonly called as Cloud ERP software, but it encompasses all other features such as ERP, CRM, and so on. So it is better to tell the Oracle NetSuite as a complete software solution for business needs instead of just saying ERP software. Firstly, let's see what is ERP software. Simply speaking, ERP software automate our business process and saves our time. When you search in net to know what is ERP, you may get so many different definitions. The reason is ERP software is used for several types of businesses, be it manufacturing or trading or construction and so on. Okay, let's elaborate the term ERP. Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise refers to company and resource mainly refers to material and manpower, and planning refers to effective decision making. Let's connect all these three together. In a company, we must use existing resources efficiently so that we can increase our sales. ERP was first used by tractor manufacturing company. Later, all types of business started to use this software. In short, ERP saves our business process time and customers time as well. When we order something online in e-commerce website like Amazon, as soon as we order items, we will get notification about in how many days it take to arrive us. That much of fast calculation is because of using ERP software system. Then come to the word cloud. What is cloud? Let's start with one example so that you can understand the concept well. All of us know how to use MS Word. It's a famous text editing software. We can create document and save it in our computer. But the problem is when our computer is crashed, we cannot get back our saved documents. So, instead of saving MS Word in our system, we can save it online in Microsoft OneDrive. Here, OneDrive is called as cloud, that is, cloud storage service. So, if we save that MS Word document in OneDrive instead of in our system, you can log in and view your MS Word document anytime and anywhere. Our data is protected by the cloud service provider. Simply speaking, cloud refers to using third party softwares or servers online with the help of internet. NetSuite belongs to SaaS cloud category, which means software as a service. Here, we don't download any software for using this Oracle NetSuite. Instead, we just log in and start using. So, NetSuite is called as Cloud ERP. Let's see some of the unique features of NetSuite ERP software. Here in NetSuite, we just log in and do all our business process and save our data. Here our data is protected by service provider. The first one is guaranteed uptime. NetSuite provides as guaranteed uptime for 99.9%. In computing, uptime refers to how long a service is available and downtime refers to how long a service is not available. Then disaster recovery. As I told before, we need not to worry anything about our data security during a natural disaster or homemade disaster. Everything is taken care by the NetSuite provider. Then multi-tenant. This ERP software can be used by millions of users at a time without any problems. Then no version lock. As I told before, there is no need to upgrade to latest version. Everything is done by the provider. Then sandbox. It refers to testing environment. Before moving to real account, we can do some trials without affecting the real account. In NetSuite, we can switch to sandbox account from production account and vice versa. In NetSuite, there are two different types of accounts we can subscribe. One is single entity, in which we can create only one company, and another one is NetSuite One World. In this account, we can create multiple companies with one account. In NetSuite, the first and foremost task is company creation. Firstly, we need to create company record, then only we can proceed to further process. Okay, fine. Now a question arises. How many companies can we create in one NetSuite account? The answer is it depends upon the type of NetSuite account we subscribe. There are two types of NetSuite account. One is single entity in which we can create only one company, and another one is NetSuite One World. There we can create 250 companies using one account, and even if you want to create more than 250 companies, you can contact NetSuite account representative. In NetSuite, when we create companies, it must be in a hierarchy structure. That is, all companies must have one parent company and at least one elimination company. I explained why we do like this in upcoming session under company creation section. Keep in mind, in NetSuite One World, each separate company is called as subsidiary and the parent company is called as root subsidiary. To create a company in NetSuite, we need to enter some important data such as company name, its legal name, email address, its physical location address, and so on. Here you can see the two name, company name and legal name. Legal name is the name given by the government after registration, while the company name refers to the name that is for our own reference. We can have the same name for legal name and company name as well. Here you can see the list of all subsidiaries that we created. Keep in mind, subsidiaries refers to a separate company in NetSuite One World. Here you can see one parent company and below that various child companies, that is subsidiaries, and it has one elimination subsidiary named as X elimination. This elimination subsidiary is used for intercompany inventory exchanges that I explained in the upcoming session. Then I explained about NetSuite configuration. In NetSuite, some features are disabled by default. We need to enable in order to use them. For example, in mobile phone by default, Bluetooth is disabled. We need to enable it when we want to share data with other mobiles via Bluetooth. Similarly, in NetSuite, before using certain features, we need to enable it at first. On top, go to setup and click on enable features. Now you can see various menus. Under each menu we can enable whatever features we want. Here for example I have shown company features. Very first one is classification. Under this, we can enable department, location and classes. Then only we can take reports department wise, class wise and location wise. If you unable to understand now, don't worry. You can understand well in upcoming session with examples. Similarly, we can enable all other features as per our company's requirement. Then I explained how to set up multiple currencies. It is very important because nowadays most business involves in international trading with various different currencies. In NetSuite, we need to create and set up currencies. In this course, I explained about in currency section. And then I explained how to get currency exchange rate and how to integrate with currency exchange rate provider. Then I explained about how to manage inventory. Inventory refers to items that we buy, stock, and sell them with the intention of making profit. I explained how to create item records and what are the various types of items and what is meant by pricing level and what is costing method and how to select costing method and many more concepts in depth along with real time example. And then I explained about multiple units of measure. Actually, we need to set up this before creating item record. Units of measure refers to in which unit we buy, stock and sell. Let's have a simple example. For instance, we can buy chocolates in the form of carton and we can sell those chocolates in the form of carton to wholesaler and in the form of pieces to the retailer. Here carton and pieces are different unit of measures. Then under the finance module I explained various concepts such as accounting golden rule, debit and credit, what is capital, what is opening balance, what is chart of account, equity, asset, liabilities, and many other concepts whatever needed to know in NetSuite ERP. Under this module, I explained full procure to pay process with real-time example. In a business, first process is purchasing items from supplier. Supplier is also called as vendor in NetSuite. Okay, fine. This process is called as procure to pay, and we have various sessions under this module such as purchase order, item receipt, bill, and payment. Let's first come to the purchase order. Under this module, I explained how to create purchase order, how to add items into it, and how to add vendor specific price and how to send this purchase order to vendor. Then I explained the accounting impact of purchase order. Then I explained various reports related to purchase order such as open purchase order register, purchase by vendor, purchase by items and much more concepts. Then item receipt. Under this module, I explained how to receive full or partial item, how to enter batch number for lot numbered items, for example food item, and how to enter serial number for serialized item, for example smartphone, and I explained the accounting impact of item receipt. Then I explained about various reports such as current inventory item, item value, pending bills, and inventory register. Under this module bill, I explained how to create vendor bill either fully or partially from purchase order. And I explained how to verify the vendor payment terms, vendor item price, vendor bill quantity, and total amount. And I explained the accounting impact of vendor bills. And I explained some reports such as open bill, vendors aging report, vendors aging register, and so on. And under this module payment, I explained how to make payment against vendor bill. I explained how to pay fully as well as partially. And I explained how to pay the vendor bill in multi-currency. And I explained the accounting impact of bill payment. And I explained the various reports such as vendor's payment history, open bills for payment, and aging report with due date. Then order to cash. This refers to sales process. Under this module we have the following sessions. First one is customer record creation, then sales order, then item fulfillment, then invoice, and finally payment. Under customer section, I explained how to create customer record, how to enter customer detail, and I explained about customer payment time and shipping time, and I explained how to enter item pricing for customer. Under sales order section, I explained what is meant by sales order, how to create it, and how to enter customer's purchase detail in sales order, how to check gross profit and overall profit of items, how to email sales order to customer. Then I explained various reports. Under item fulfillment section, I explained what is meant by item fulfillment, how to deliver items to customer, how to create delivery note. Delivery note is also called as packing slip. Okay, then I explained how to ship either full or partial quantity, how to enter package detail, how to enter shipping status such as pick, pack, and ship, and I explained how to print the packing slip. Then under invoice section, I explained how to create invoice from sales order or item fulfillment, and I explained how to enter memo, and I explained about the accounting impact of invoice. Then I explained how to print and email this invoice to customer. Then under the payment section, I explained how to enter customer payment against invoice, and I explained the multiple way to enter customer payment. Then I explained how to receive full as well as partial payment, and then I explained how to select account where the payment is received, that is either bank or cash, and I explained about the accounting impact of payment and some various reports. Then course structure. Here I designed this course as follows. First, I explained steps with the help of screenshots, and I explained the process workflow with the help of those screenshots. And then I move to the accounting impact of every transaction, because accounting is the backbone of any ERP system, and you must know how those transactions affect various accounting so that you can use reportings efficiently. I will also explain how to take different reports. After explaining this concept from the explanation section, I will show the live demo for the same. Kindly don't skip the whole video so that you can understand better. Let's have a look on this course syllabus. In first section, you are going to learn what is mean by ERP and what is mean by Oracle NetSuite ERP, and why Oracle NetSuite is famous nowadays. And then you are going to learn how to log into Oracle NetSuite, and you are going to learn different navigations, and you are going to learn about dashboards, portlets, reminders, and so on. And then you will learn about how to use the global search. In company creation section, you will learn how to create company in NetSuite. We can create single company as well as multiple companies according to the type of NetSuite account we subscribed. There are two types of NetSuite account. One is NetSuite single entity and another one is NetSuite own world. In single entity account we can create only one company, and in NetSuite one world we can create more than one company. In this section you will learn how to set up a company in NetSuite single entity. Here you will learn how to enter company's various information, and you will learn about what is company name and legal name and its difference. And then you will learn how to add logos to your company and how to display them in forms and documents. Then multi-company creation. In this section, you will learn how to create and set up multiple companies in NetSuite OneWelt account. Here, you will learn what is subsidiary and its hierarchy. And then you will learn about parent subsidiary, child subsidiary, and elimination subsidiary. And you will learn about currencies and taxes associated with these subsidiaries. Then you will learn about how to assign subsidiaries to customer, employee, and vendor, and how to associate subsidiaries with items. In this section, you are going to learn how to set up automated serial numbers for various documents, records, transactions. For example, we can set up unique serial numbers for all invoices such as INV01, INV02, and so on. And similarly, we can set up unique numbers for all customers such as CUST01, CUST02, and so on. In this section, you are going to learn how to rename some default names given by NetSuite. For example, we can change the default name customer into client. So instead of customer, NetSuite shows client once we renamed. In this section, you are going to learn about classifications such as department, class, location, and subsidiary, and how to use them in reports. In this section, you will learn about how to set up different currencies. When we do business internationally, we need to set up different currencies and we need to convert those currencies rate into our company's currency. You will learn all these stuffs in this section. In this section, you will learn how to get exchange rates for all international currencies against our currency. Currency exchange rate changes regularly, so we need to keep them updated. Then only we can track exact profit and loss. In this section, you are going to learn how to use different units of measure. For example, gram, kilogram, cartons, pieces, and so on. We can buy an item in weighted ton and we can sell them in kilogram or gram. Here ton, gram, kilogram are multiple units of measure. And similarly, we can buy a chocolate in the form of cartons and we can sell them in the form of pieces. Here carton and piece are the different unit of measure. In this finance module, you will learn about accounting since accounting is the heart of any ERP system. Here you will learn about golden rules of accounting and you will learn about accounting equation, then what is debit and credit, what is chart of account, what is capital, what is opening balance and opening balance breakup. These are the basic accounting concepts you must know in NetSuite ERP. In this section, you will learn what is item and how to create item records and various item types. Upon completion of this section, you will be able to create various types of items such as inventory item, lot numbered items, serialized items, and you will be able to understand the difference among them. And then you will be able to create item class. And then you will understand about unit of measure, that is stock unit, purchase unit, and sales unit. And you will be able to understand the batch detail, production, and expiry date, and you will be able to add barcode. Then you will understand about lead time and you will understand about costing method and its types. In this section, you will learn about full procure to pay cycle. In a business, we purchase items from suppliers and we sell them to customers. The first part, purchasing items from suppliers, is called as procure to pay process in NetSuite. In NetSuite, we call suppliers as vendors. It includes the following steps: creating vendors, that is suppliers record, then creating purchase order and sending it to the vendor, then receiving items from the vendor, then posting bill, and payment to the vendor. Okay, fine. In this purchase order section, you will learn how to create purchase order and how to add items in purchase order, how to assign vendor specific prices, and how to select billing and shipping address. Along with this, you will learn the accounting impact of purchase order and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. And in this section, you will learn how to receive items from a purchase order either fully or partially. And you will learn how to enter the batch number and product expiry date for lot numbered items, that is food items for instance. And then you will learn how to enter the serial number for serialized items such as phone, machinery, and so on. And you will learn about auto generated number for lot numbered items and serialized items. And you will learn about the express entry for lot numbered and serialized items. And you will learn about accounting impact of item receipt, and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. In this section, you will learn how to enter the vendor invoice from purchase order and item receipt, and you will learn how to enter the vendor bill fully as well as partially, and you will learn how to verify the vendor's payment terms, and you will learn how to approve or reject vendor bill, and you will learn how to enter the vendor invoice number in bill, and you will learn about posting period, and you will learn about accounting impact of vendor bill, and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. In this section, you will learn how to pay the vendor bill. You will learn how to pay fully as well as partially, and you will learn how to pay the vendor invoice in foreign currency, and you will learn how to hold the vendor payment, and you will learn the multiple method to pay the vendor bill, and you will learn the accounting impact of bill payment, and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. In this section, you will learn about order to cash process from scratch. Here, you will learn how to create customers and how to create sales order and how to send it to customer. And you will learn about item fulfillment, that is sending items to customers. And you will learn how to post invoice to customers. And at last, you will learn how to receive payments from customers. Upon completion of this tutorial in this section, you will be able to create a customer, whether the customer is individual person or a company. And then you will be able to enter the customer information such as email ID, telephone number, and website address. And you will be able to enter the multiple addresses such as billing address and shipping address. And you will be able to enter the customer's CRM details, that is contact person details of the customer such as salesman, accounts person, or general manager, and so on. And you will be able to understand the customer's payment terms, shipping terms, and VAT number details. And you will be able to enter the customer's multiple trade currencies, and you will be able to create customers item price book, and you will learn about customers price list and how to generate it. And then you will learn how to enter a sales order in NetSuite, and you will be able to enter the customer's purchase details in sales order such as customer's purchase order number, currency, items, quantity, price, payment terms, shipping terms, and delivery details. And you will be able to check the gross profit of each item as well as the overall items. And you will be able to verify item price in customer's purchase order versus the customer's price book, and you will be able to select the warehouse location, and you will be able to print or email the sales order to the customer, and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. Under item fulfillment section, you will learn how to create a delivery note or packing slip from the sales order. Here delivery note and packing slip refers to same thing. and you will learn how to deliver full or partial quantity from the sales order, and you will learn how to choose the particular expiry date and batch number for lot numbered items, say food items, and you will learn how to select the customer's delivery location, and you will learn how to enter the packaging details, and you will learn about shipping status such as picked, packed or shipped, and you will learn about accounting impact of item fulfillment, and you will be able to print packing slip, and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. Under the invoice section, you will learn how to create a single invoice or multiple invoices from sales order or item fulfillment, and you will be able to select the customer's payment terms and incoterms, and you will be able to pick the invoice date and posting period, and you will be able to verify the customer's tax ID in the invoice, and you will be able to enter the memo in invoice, and you will learn about accounting impact of invoice, and you will be able to print or email the invoice, and you will be able to generate the customer statements, and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. Under the payment section, you will learn how to enter the customer payment against invoice, and you will learn multiple ways to enter the customer payment, and you will be able to check the invoice status, and you will be able to receive either full or partial payment, and you will be able to select the account where the payment is received, that is bank or cash, and you will be able to enter the payment received date and posting period, and you will learn about accounting impact after payment, and you will learn how to print or email the payment receipt, and you will learn how to generate the customer statement, and you will be able to identify key reports and analytics. You can buy my course Oracle NetSuite Comprehensive Complete Reference through the link given below. There, you can learn NetSuite 100% practically from scratch. The lectures in this course is structured in two modules. The first one is explanation module and the second one is practical demo module. And I also covered the accounting aspect of various processes so that you can learn accounting alongside.